Right, welcome ladies and gents. You guys voted in America. You guys voted for Trump, a pretty clear mandate. This has obviously sent Hollywood into a huge tailspin and general celebrities just having a massive meltdown. So I thought we'd take a look at it and have a good laugh because it's very, very funny. I do enjoy it. And it's just incredibly comical that they're all having a collective meltdown over someone getting in power. So I will say this. So in terms of Hollywood and how it's going to react to this, because obviously they've got their reactions now. I actually think it's really bad that Trump's in power now, or will be in power. You know, he's got a transition of power, etc. Just purely from a creative standpoint, we've had for the last 8 years or whatever it's been, just ridiculously crappy allegories for Donald Trump as the villain in most media products. And I thought we were kind of coming at the tail end of that. I really hope we don't just get more of that, but I think that we will. So be prepared for more total shit, basically. Everything's going to be written as a Trump allegory now. Again, yay. But that's where I'll sort of end on my personal thoughts on this. But let's take a look at a bunch of plebs having a huge meltdown. So celebs in Hollywood react. Meltdown over Trump victory. And it is very, very funny. Very, 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 very funny. So Trump obviously got 292 electoral votes. He has, as far as I'm aware, got the popular vote as well. And also they've got the House as well. So they've got the Senate. But Republicans have got a clean sweep, basically. But obviously this has sent everyone into just crazy time. Crazy, crazy, crazy time. There's been a lot of people that have come out in support of Kamala Harris. She had a huge support backing from what can only be described as like the Hollywood establishment, a media establishment, media elites. So Taylor Swift, Mark Hamill, Dave Bautista, Eminem, Geraldo Rivera, Bruce Springsteen, Jennifer Lawrence, Billie Eilish, Aubrey Plaza, George Clooney, Jamie Lee Curtis, Megan Thee Stallion, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mindy Kaling, Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bridges, J.J. Abrams, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Michael Keaton, Stephen King, and more came out and supported her. And then Zachary Levi was like one of the only individuals, there was other people as well, but one of the only Hollywood stars, I guess, that came out and was like, yeah, I support Donald Trump. And everyone like went mental at him. So, yeah. So, following the election, Bette Midler has deleted her X account, her Twitter account, which is hilarious. There are a number of celebrity Twitter accounts that have now just gone massively silent. Mainly Mark Hamill. So, his last tweet on November 5th was turn the page. It was this. Although he has now tweeted this. And this was yesterday. So, he just says, they say we get the leaders we deserve. Either that has just been disproven, or this is not the America we all thought we were living in. That's right, Mark. You're now living in, effectively, Nazi Fourth Reich 2.0. You're going to have to leave because, basically, you're going to be rounded up, mate. Just like they were last time. Just like everyone was last time. I mean, they're still reeling from the mass graves of last Trump's term in power. All right then. Obviously that's nonsense. Like obviously that's complete bollocks. So obviously The View has gone mental about all of this as always.
One of the biggest defenders is D.C. and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media. Any better with Elon Musk now in the administration.
I always love this. Like you're gonna push for social media censorship because social media is the new media. Yet you are propaganda mouthpieces as well, right there. But that's allowed because it's on cable TV. Logic. And there's another billionaire that owns stuff like that. I mean, no, that's okay then, fine. Christina Applegate has tweeted and says, I apologise, I'm still reeling and sobbing, but I'm not angry anymore. I'm just going to go back to my bubble and watch a shit ton of Bravo shows. So peace to all. I suggest you do the same. Very soothing. Please unfollow me if you voted against female rights, against disability rights. Yeah, that. Unfollow me, because what you did is unreal. Don't want followers like this. So yeah, done. Also, after today, I will be shutting down, presumably something, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, why? Give me your reasons why. My child is sobbing because her rights as a woman may be taken away. Why? And if you disagree, please unfollow me. Oh my God. Billie Eilish has said it's a war on women. You can't define woman. So shut the piss up, you pleb. Like now all of a sudden, left-wingers are like, oh, it's a war on women. Women's rights are being stripped. Oh, now you care about women's rights. Pray tell, what is a woman? Jeffrey Wright has said he's going to quit Twitter, of course. Was thinking the day before the election about doing this. There's nothing to be gained on this site anymore. Maybe there never was. Only things to be lost, as we just witnessed. Was funny at times, at least, and an information portal. Now embittered, divisive. It's always been divisive. It was just your side. You allowed it. Childish, chaotic, and intentionally so. It's addictive and ultimately stupefying by design. The disinformation here is a weapon. There's a lot of information. Twitter's actually been a source of great information. Like in the UK, for instance, we had all those riots, right? Because there was a mass stabbing of children by a second-generation immigrant in the UK. And if we didn't have Twitter, you wouldn't have known a lot of things, actually. You wouldn't have known a lot of things at all. So Twitter can be both good and bad. Yeah, there is disinformation. But there's also disinformation from mainstream media. It's important to recognise that. Just because it's from mainstream media, it gets a pass. But it's still the dissemination of disinformation. Anyway. On the vulnerable to distill power down to the disingenuous worst of us. It's working. This is a dead end. There are other means. I'm out. So he's deleted Twitter. Jamie Lee Curtis says, so the results are in. Many will be celebrating, possibly even gloating over their victory. Many will be stunned and sad with the terrible feelings of the loss. That is the same result despite who wins, because that's what America and democracy looks like, has always looked like. So what does it mean? It means a sure return to a more restrictive, far more draconian time. They were looking at removing free speech in the States. Are you joking? Like, are you actually joking? No, it won't be a more restrictive time. It won't be more draconian. It won't at all, actually. Like, it literally won't be. It's only that way because you don't like... Because you put your feelings above the precipice of other people's rights. Right? That's what you... or the parapet, should I say, not precipice. You believe that your feelings trump other people's rights. Which is not... It's not true. That is draconian. To police people's feelings and hurty words is nonsense. I know, I live in the UK. People are in jail. They're in prison, serving 2 years in prison for tweets. Like, it's fucking insane. So no, you want to know what draconian's like? Come to the UK, live here. Many fear their rights will be impeded and denied. Many minority groups and young people will be afraid. Gay and trans people will be more afraid. We know that many women will now find it difficult to get the reproductive health care that they need. Just stop being a slag. Like, the percentage of people that get knocked up from rape and incest is such a tiny minority. Like, we know that. We know the statistics, right? And yeah, there'll be some bias where people don't necessarily want to declare those things. Like, I understand that. But it is still a minority. And if you genuinely think you're living in a society where the minority of people getting abortions are not from incest and rape, then do something about your own fucking society. Make it better, right? But the other part of it is just understand responsibility. Don't needlessly fuck around without rubbers or other, reproductive healthcare. Anyway, for all those people, there will be those who will help you, me included. But what it really means is that we wake up and fight. Fight for women. You can't define women and our children and their futures, and fight against tyranny one day at a time. One fight at a time. One protest at a time. That's what it means to be an American. That's what it has always meant and will always mean regardless of the outcome. Be gentle with people today. Be gentle with yourself today. Feel your feelings today. But most of all, be an American today. And there's more, like, obviously, because there's just a hell of a lot more. This has just been going on and on and on. No, this is the Jamie Lee Curtis stuff. Sophia Bush has posted on Instagram saying, the way some of y'all are behaving in the comment sections, you're telling on yourselves. Don't come into my space and say shit like cry more. F if you have loves Jesus in your bio. The actor, I mean, that's... You're disgusting. I'll be blocking each and every vicious, cruel person today. I will set boundaries. And when the leopards eat your face, don't come crying to any of us who fought for our civil rights and yours. You didn't fight for anyone's civil rights. Have a nice life, bigots. I'd say be blessed, but I won't. Have exactly the life you deserve. Wow. Ariana Grande says, holding the hand of every person who is feeling the immeasurable heaviness of this outcome today. Oh, shut up. Cardi B. Pfft. I hate y'all bad. Shut up, you illiterate pleb. This is some of y'all states. This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. What a cunt. Sorry. It's just true. And then she did something else. Says, to Vice President Kamala, no matter what they said to bring you down or belittle your run for presidency, they can never say you didn't run your race with honesty and with integrity. You really put up a fight against all odds that were already stacked against you. Yeah, because everyone hates her. You never accepted defeat as an option, which says so much about your strength and about your heart. You really wanted better for all of us. This may not mean much, but I am so proud of you. No one has ever made me change my mind, and you did. That money did. I never thought I would see the day that a woman of colour would be running for the President of the United States, but you have shown me, shown my daughters, and women across the country that anything is possible. Thank you for being an example. Thank you for being empowered. Thank you for being a real example of what the American dream should be. Oh, there's just so much of this stuff. Like, it just keeps going on and on and on. So Mandy Moore says, shout out to all of us processing our grief, disbelief, anger, fear, uncertainty, devastation, while simultaneously carrying on with life and putting on a brave face for our families. I see you. Let's be tender with ourselves and one another. Everybody's such a bitch, aren't they? They really are. John Cusack, get ready for the ethics. Stephen Miller, child abducting with free reign. What? There was a deleted one as well. It said, Harris may well come through, blah, blah, blah. The fact that the country would choose to destroy itself by voting in a convicted felon, rapist, and Nazi is a sign of deep nihilism, to put it mildly. Oh, God, there's more. There's just so much. Wow, man. There's so many. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Wow. Holy shit. And then obviously Hulk Hogan's like, yeah. But he was nice. So he said, believe it or not, brother, we're more alike than we are different. This election season showed just how much we all care about where this country is headed. This is a sensible bloke. I know that sounds stupid to say that because he's, because of who Hulk Hogan is. But listen to this. Now that the votes are in, let's remember it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. We're all real Americans. It's time to come together, talk with our neighbours, and focus on what unites us. We all love this country, and we're all in for building a better future. Love you all. Where the common ground has been completely gone now. It's gone. Like no one respects the common ground. It's just this weird tribalistic approach that's always there. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. So, yeah, that's right. To understand and appreciate the common ground. Even 50 Cent was like, look, I don't care how the fight goes. I'm leaving with the winners. I still don't know what's going on. Congratulations. All right. And loads of people congratulating Elon Musk. The people of America gave Donald Trump a crystal clear mandate for change. Yeah, they did. And mark my words, genuinely mark my words, things will get better. I genuinely think things will get better for the States. You don't want what we've got here in the UK. I promise you that. I promise you that. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care. Bye-bye now.